Hello, Jennifer from Kitschy Cooking here. And you're probably wondering why I'm showing you the vermouth. But I'm showing it to you because that's what we're using today. We're using vermouth. So, hi, welcome. We're going to be using vermouth today. I know that sounds like an odd choice for the main spirit in a cocktail, but sometimes some of the classics that aren't as hardcore use not as hardcore spirits like vodka or gin. So this one calls for vermouth, along with a couple other things. Hi, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you're going to see here today. Since it's hump day and we all need a little extra push to get through the rest of the week, I'm providing a cocktail to help you out with that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm Jennifer at kitschycooking.com. You can follow me on Twitter at kitschycooker or on Periscope. Also on Instagram, all at kitschycooker. If you like what you see, tap the screen and give me hearts. You can also hit the instant replay afterwards. For the next 24 hours, this will be available on Periscope. Anyway, I usually do classic cocktails that have gin or bourbon or you name a major spirit and it's got that in that. This cocktail, the chrysanthemum, which I did because it's spring and flowers are blooming and the chrysanthemums start popping up all over the place, those beautiful, bright, happy flowers. I wanted to do the Chrysanthemum Cocktail, which comes to us from the 20s. It was originally written in Hugo Enslin's The Art of Mixing Drinks cocktail book from the teens, and then again it was printed in the Savoy cocktail book as well. This calls for, as I mentioned, the dry vermouth, which I know usually it's for a martini, but not this. This has some Benedictine in it, and just for a little added oomph, a touch, like a splash of absinthe. I know it's not the official absinthe, but today there are several options out there. So we are going to get started. This also does not require a cocktail shaker. So all you need is a glass. I, of course, have a mixing glass. Hi, Cupcake Chick. Welcome. I have a mixing glass, but any regular old glass will work for you, as long as you have a glass, a spoon, and, of course, the very important ice. So let's get started. I've got my little measuring thing here. This is a 2-to-1 drink. That means it's 2 ounces of the main spirit, followed by an ounce of the secondary spirit. So we are going to start with 2 ounces of the dry vermouth. You want to use the dry. Now, I'm using Martini and Rossi, but whatever you like, you can use. I like this, and you want to make sure that you use the dry vermouth and not the sweet vermouth. The difference being that the dry vermouth is the green bottle and the sweet vermouth is the red bottle. At least for Martini and Rossi it is. So, 2 ounces of the dry vermouth, followed by 1 ounce of Benedictine. The Benedictine is going to give it a nice herbal, sort of floral flavor, which I think is kind of apropos considering it's a floral cocktail. And finally, you are going to do a 1/4 ounce of the absinthe. Now, some people just drop a splash of the absinthe in the glass, swirl it around and toss, kind of like a classic martini. I'm going to mix it into the drink to really make sure it comes through. So this is just a 1/4 ounce. That's it. Like I said, a splash. That's all you need in there. Then you're going to add the ice. Now, a lot of people, can you guys see that okay? A lot of people will have the ice in the cocktail mixing glass first. I like to always add the ice lastly because as soon as you put the alcohol in with the ice, it's going to start to dilute. And we all hate diluted cocktails, don't we? I like them strong. I want them to pack a punch, especially if you're trying to get through the rest of your week. Or on Friday when you just want your weekend to begin. So, I'm going to put a bunch of ice cubes in here. There you go. And just stir it up. Like I said, I have a bar spoon and a professional mixing glass here, but if you have a regular glass and a regular spoon, as long as you've got the alcohol and ice, you're good to go. You want to give it a good stir for, I'm going to say, 10, 15, 20 seconds, just to make sure it's got a nice chill on it. And then, once that's all done, you are going to take your strainer, which I have right here, and your lovely cocktail glass, which I have here, and you're going to pour it in, strain it in there, And you are going to finish it off with a twist of orange. I love a nice twist of citrus in it. It's going to bring out that nice citrus flavor and again add to the herbal and floral notes that you already have in there from the Benedictine. So, just like that. Drop that in like that. And there you have your chrysanthemum. Who wants to give it a try? I know I do. Oh, wow. As said, you have the dry vermouth really comes through, but the Benedictine adds some great herbal notes to it, and the absinthe just gives it a touch of that fennel anise flavor that if you're a licorice fan, you will also adore. So, there it is. If you would like the history on the cocktail, it will be on my blog, kitchencooking.com, on Friday, just in time to get you through your weekend. I will be back here next week with a brand new cocktail called the Blue Moon Cocktail, because in case you didn't know, a week from Saturday is a blue moon, so I thought that would be fitting. That's going to use creme de violette, so if you want to follow along, rush out and buy that. Thank you all for joining me today. Again, I'll be here next week, and cheers.